storming onto the field. They carry about them mailed coats and spears and shields. They have been running for 7 miles. 7 miles. They're exhausted. They know the Saxons are on their trail, but they carry with them booty and plunder. Brave men moving about them, moving between them. The Saxons hold their position. The Vikings are breathing hard, breathing fast. Sweat is beating upon their brow. And now, the Saxons will enter. The Saxons march on, and they will prepare themselves. The Vikings summon up their old thunderous gods, Thor, Tura, Freya, Frigg and Loki. They pray to all the old gods, and for know that every single one of them is here, even the old one-eyed god Odin. Looking good, they say. Raiders, pillagers, marauders. And here, the Saxons, stoic, good men of Winchester and Wessex. Give a cheer for your Saxons! Local lads from Winchester and Wessex. But they will not wait. The Saxons charge, and so do the Vikings. The violence is intense. Warriors are pushed to and fro. Shields slam against shields, spear against spear, swords hack down, and axes violently bite into the thick flesh of wood. They move in. The Vikings crash upon them like waves upon rocks. Halfdan, their leader, striding about them in his red trousers, easy to spot, is a warrior amongst warriors. They crash again like waves upon rocks. He knows that though the Saxons may be the rock, they are the sea, and they will erode them, and there they will push them back. The Vikings attack once more, pushing in. Again with their attacks, their wave attacks, the line undulates and moves. This is no straight flat shield wall. This is no ancient Roman battlefield. This is a scrap, a bloodbath. This will not be pretty. But now is the time for talk. The Vikings withdraw, as do the Saxons. Now their leaders move out. What is this? Talk? Behind the Saxon line is a strange monk, a priest, one of the order. Halfdan, in the red trousers, moves amongst them, makes his threats. A bold man, well-travelled. And the young man opposite him, barely out of his teens, perhaps only 22 or 23, the fiery red hair and salmon-pink tunic. A Saxon man, Winchester, born and bred. Give your warriors from Winchester a good cheer. Yes. For God, they call, yes. The Saxons are Christians. Oh, this monk moves forward.
Every one of you is nothing more than a dog in the eyes of the Lord. And as a dog, you will be treated as such, and you will be killed on this field. Every one of you.
He moves amongst them. The monk knows his plan.
I am talking.
Throws his water, and there he wishes to convert them. Perhaps a peaceful offering. He's trying to convert them. He's trying to move amongst them. What's this? A man of weak will is turning. Perhaps he has had his doubts. Perhaps he has not seen the error in his ways. Halfdan and his own troops kill him. Oh, Vikings ruthless. The Vikings are forming the skin thinking, the boar snout, the dreaded boar snout, their special tactic, allowing them to punch through the enemy lines. A violent clash of arms, and now the bloodbath is set. As we see once again, this is not a clean fight. This is not two straight armies, as Hollywood would see, slowly picking into each other. This is a bloodbath, a The Saxons hold their line, they push them back with a stoic step hand, the great step formation. Each time they say eat, this is out. They push them back. Quiet before the battlefield. As the Vikings charge once more, they move in. Bodies already riddle the battlefield. The Vikings withdraw. Halfdan has a plan in his mind, something from the old days. They have already captured the Saxon standard. Now the Saxons are enraged. Halfdan ceremoniously wipes the floor with the standard. What a ruthless creature he is, handing it to his own men. Ethelred in the red tunic, standing opposite him, an angry young man, now unsure of what to do. Halfdan spits from his mouth, his teeth gnashing. It's angry, rage-filled. Oh, Father, they call, yes, Odin. Never to call his name by his true word, they always call him the All-Father, for he is vengeful. The Vikings take a knee. He speaks of heaven, but now they speak of something else, something from the past. A champions duel. Settle this like the old ways.
Every single one of them. We will lose every single one of them before we will submit.
They will never submit. The monk moves amongst them. The Vikings find the fact that the Saxons wish to die is curious, and so they will greet them with open arms. But the Vikings are not afraid of death. Though they do not want to die, they are not afraid of it. Valhalla is waiting for them. A champions duel.
You cowardly Viking archer, out of my face.
They will bring forward their chosen men. Ivar, the top knot, in the mail shirt, and opposite him, Ivar with the green with the white shield, and opposite him, the Saxon warrior with thick red beard and fire in his face. Now, the trick with this is, he who can win may well succeed and prove his worth. Bloodbath. Brutal. Hacking and slashing with each other. His shield is broken, but his mail shirt is tough. He's fallen to the floor, and now the Saxons will use their cunning. Anger taking over the judicial combat. Now the Saxons will prepare to push the Vikings back. See the order of the Saxons, see the disorder of the Vikings. As the Vikings move through, they're a famously ragtag force, but bloodthirsty and hard-bitten. The Saxons are strict. They have order and discipline on their line. They encapsulate stoicism more than anybody else. They will be the breeding ground for the new Saxon British Army. Not one step back. See the line undulating once more. This is no straight up scrap. This is chaos. Senior men clear the debris from the battlefield. They don't wish any of their warriors to be thrown off the fight. The Vikings, disgusted with their enemies, will kick their equipment back to them. They don't wish to see this. This is ruthless. A final word from them.
There will be no victory here for you. You will not go back to your ship. You will take no land from us. Leave now. Leave, so Leave your men, and you will live to take another day. And we will strike you down. Viking, we have sailed across the sea in our dragon ships, and we carried our arms.
Halfdan speaks of the dragon boats, the Drakkar.
We will take from these weak men what they cannot hold. We will take land, we will take silver,
Slaves.
We don't want to go home. We don't want to leave. We like it here. The only problem is you.
They've decided they like the weather here. It's warm. It's not the cold, frigid landscape of Iceland and Norway, Finland. Kill them, they call. Kill, kill, kill. But this fight will be to the last. This is brutal. But watch the Saxons move their formations quickly. But now the engagement will take a ruthless turn as we now see the butcher's yard unfold. Saxons moving in on the right flank as well as the left. And the fight moves in quickly. See the flags moving and fluttering in the landscape. The Saxon breakthrough has failed. Now, they must use their stoicism. They must move amongst the enemy. The line is collapsing quickly. Vikings, Vikings. The Saxons are moving quickly, but this has become a grand melee. No man knows which way they're fighting. They must move quickly. Wessex, the battle line calls. Whoever wins this will be taking many home to the Ravens. You can still do it. You can still do it. Almost single-handedly, the young man from the Saxons is cutting them to shreds, but now there is nowhere to go. He's surrounded by Vikings. And the Vikings have won the day. Oh no! Everybody boo! What a horrible thing to happen! Your Saxon men of Winchester have failed you! But this is merely the splinter. This is merely the fore part of the army, because now Alfred has made his measure of the Vikings, and he will lure them into a trap, into Eddington. The Vikings ruthlessly kill their opponents and move amongst the dead, stealing from them as they do. Pillagers, raiders and plunderers, but they've lost more than half their troops. But at Eddington, Alfred would have completely made the measure of his Viking foe, and he will butcher them, and Winchester and Wessex will succeed once more. But what of this? Time moves in its flat circle, and now the winds of magic move across the battlefield, and here we call the dead to rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the warriors of Regia and Glorum, show your applause and well done. What a scrap, what a fight, what violence for you to enjoy. But now, as time's flat circle moves, the winds of magic have changed and risen them from the dead. Now you are the outsider, you are the enemy. The Saxons and the Vikings will stand shoulder to shoulder, and they will now consider you the chosen foe. They will now consider you the enemy. There, Volsunga, clock, the sound of rolling thunder in the distance. But it is not rolling thunder. This is the steady crash of weapons upon shields. This is Volsunga. And here, when the sound of the war cry comes, Stepan! 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 Arise! Ladies and gentlemen, well done. The warriors of Regia and Glorum, show your appreciation. Well done. So, thank you very much, crowd. Now, what we'd like you to do now